Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, the Ancestors, Creations and Messages. So happy birthday to all the Aries. My birthday was on April 13th myself, so I'm Aries. Shout out to y'all, happy birthday. Happy new moon as well. This is your new moon message for the collective Aries. So this message is for new beginnings. This is just a general angel message, so whatever message your angels would like for you to receive and would like for all the collective Aries to receive, this is our message, okay, for this new moon, new beginnings, fresh starts, new times, new everything, okay, new beginnings, new moon message, new moon angel message for the collective Aries. So let's get into it. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, God. Thank you, holy angels, ancestors, spirit guides, holy divine creator. Send down your messages of love, light, clarity, healing, wisdom for the collective Aries. For everybody aligned for these messages, send down their holy angels, ancestors, spirit guides, holy divine creator from the holy angelic realm above, below, within, without, for the holy collective Aries. New moon, new beginning messages for the collective Aries. I'm using the herbal deck. Okay, I'm using my herbal deck. So what herbs should the collective Aries be connecting with for this new moon? Herbal messages, angel message for the collective Aries, angel message for the collective Aries for this new moon. Okay, so you got borage. I see like glasses of wine, a white table out here by some water. It looks like yarrow in it, borage, yarrow. Okay, yarrow flowers could be very significant because I just saw some on the, it looks like some yarrow flowers, okay, but wine, champagne, wine, angels, okay, lifting up, giving offerings. It's like praises go up. It's like a little angel lifting up some water, like an offering. And the white table mats, little blue flowers everywhere. But borage is very significant. Okay, so borage, I like that. It's giving refreshing. It's flowers on the table, wine glasses. Okay, you can be celebrating like in a holy way, like in a spiritual way. Spiritual celebrations. Okay. See, weddings could be very significant. Celebrations though, for sure. It is our birthday. Okay. But yeah, it's like raising a toast is what I heard. Raising a toast. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Angel message for this new moon. And it says 6 of water. So you could be seeing a lot of 6s as well. Angel message for the collective Aries, holy angel. New moon message for the collective Aries. And this is the Cali deck I'm using now. So let's see. Angel message for the collective Aries, holy angels, ancestors, spirit guides. So much is coming out. Ooh. So a lot of cards flying out. We only need 1 or 2. Angel message for the collective Aries for this new moon. New moon message for the collective Aries, holy angels, ancestors, spirit guides. New moon message for the collective Aries. Okay. Chinnamasta. She's beheading herself. Okay, so Chinnamasta is the goddess who is known to behead herself, to get herself out of situations. Like she will cut things off, cut herself away from detachments. You know, she detaches herself from energies before it could get bad, before it could get too bad. Okay, I'm gonna read a little excerpt. But yeah, so it's like her head is being chopped off. I know it looks very gruesome in a way, but let's see what she talks about. So the 6 of water, borage. Let's start with this one. So it looks like you're giving offerings, you're giving a toast, somebody's raising a toast to you. You could be raising a toast to yourself. Raise a toast to yourself for this new moon, for getting yourself out of situations before it could get too bad. Okay, you honestly deserve a toast. You deserve a cheers. You deserve a drink. Or you know, some of you could be feeling like, oh, I need a drink. I just need to toast to myself, because you know you're really detaching yourself from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Okay, and this is a new moon, so new beginnings. You're realizing that okay, you had to detach so new beginnings could come in. That's what's so serious and so significant about these. I said so serious, Lord, can't talk. But that's what's so significant about using the moon phases, is they really align you like more than you could think. Like the moon really influences how we do everything, okay? And the more you align to it, the more you align to what you're supposed to be around. And sometimes we don't appreciate how cutting people out of our lives really, you know, makes room and space. We be so stuck in the fact that we have to get rid of somebody, and who it is and what it is and why, and you know, we be so stuck in our feelings as of losing part and what we lose, even if it's not a person, even if it's a place or a thing or a job or something that's more in the material realm. Or it could be a loved one, you know, that you lost or you had to stop speaking to. We be so stuck in the lost factor, like in the absence of whatever it is, that we don't recognize that it's making room for something way better, way healthier. It's protecting us. You know, sometimes delays really protect us. So I feel like, you know, you're really stopping yourself from saying something. You're raising a cheers. Like maybe you was about to raise a cheers or say something, celebrate or toast to something, and you stopped. Okay, you could be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not gonna say anything, or I'm not gonna raise a toast to that, or you're just raising a toast to the fact that you have stopped saying so much to somebody or speaking to somebody, or that you've detached from somebody, because Chinnamasta is all about detachment. And then the 6 of water, Borage, is all about raising a toast to yourself. So you're literally, you're raising a toast to detachment. That is the overall message here. So let's read an excerpt. I had to feel the energy out for a second, but yeah, that's what it's giving. Okay, it may feel gruesome, just like this card. Detachment may feel gruesome. You may feel like you're strangling yourself, or you're like some other people, or you may even feel like, you know, you're taking yourself out, or like you're slowly killing yourself. But no, what's really happening is you're really detaching yourself. You're really you're ending things before it could end you. Heavy on that, ending things before it can end you. Heavy on that. Like that's probably toasting to that. Toast to ending things before it can end you. Literally. Okay, so 6 of water. Let's read what this talks about. Borage. Okay, borage is very pretty, a very pretty flower. I believe it can come in white and blue. And yarrow looks very significant here too. So let's read it. It says, celebrate milestones, old and new. What I said, I literally said celebrate. Raise a toast to yourself. Raise a toast to what you've overcome. So celebrate milestones, old and new. Freely give, freely receive. I just read something. I don't mean to keep interrupting, but I just read, my cousin made me pull a message for myself for today, and it literally talked about being open to receiving the help. Like I'm one of those people where I'm always giving. I'm so open to giving, but I'm not as open to giving as I'm not as open to receiving as I am to giving, and I could work on that more. Some people need to work on giving more. Some people need to work on receiving more. I need to work on the balance in between the two. And I feel like a lot of us Aries as a collective, that's our message. It's Aries season. As an Aries, we need to work on the balance of giving and receiving. Yeah, we can give, but do we allow people to give to us the same way we give out to others? Most of the time we don't, because we're so fiery. Like we feel like, oh, I got it, I can do this. Or we don't trust people. But we need to, you know, the more we align ourselves with detachment and align ourselves with the people who are supposed to be here for us, the more we'll be comfortable with receiving, the more we'll be comfortable with giving. So that's what this whole message is all about. That's what our angels and ancestors are trying to get us to raise a glass, to raise a toast to. So cheers to that. Cheers to detachment. Cheers to protecting ourselves. Cheers to us cutting things out of our lives, cutting things out of our system, cutting things out of our pathways that no longer serves us. Okay, and cheers to new beginnings. Make a toast to the new beginnings of that. If you feel like you haven't been doing that, this is the new moon. Raise a toast, raise a glass to that. Like set the intentions of that being something that we start doing now. Something new that we start doing is like, you know, cutting things out before it can get too bad. Cutting ourselves out of situations before it could get too bad. You know, like before, you know, the energy of before you curse somebody out, or before you say something that you just like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave, or I'm just not gonna say nothing, or I'm just gonna get up and leave. Like, you know, you might have to do stuff like that And this might not even, this doesn't have to be towards love all the time. It might be for some of you, it could be for family and friends. It could be towards spiritual situations. It could be towards ourselves, like saying stuff to, and I just saw 10-10, so I just hit it on the mat. Like literally, we don't give ourselves enough credit when it's due. We don't toast to ourselves enough. We don't toast to our accomplishments enough. We so busy doing that to other people, So I feel like, it's the time to do that for yourself, for ourselves, and for our ancestors. But it says, let your heart be comforted by the company of friends. I cannot make this up. So, yeah, allow people to toast to you. Detach from having to speak and having to say everything. Raise a toast, cheers to detachment sometimes, relaxing, just raising your glass. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And then let me read Chinamasta. So that's what Borge talks about. Borge is talking about raising a glass, cheersing to, giving and receiving. What goes up must come back down. So, raise a toast to new beginnings. Raise a toast to all that you've done and all that you've accomplished, all that you've given out and all that you have received and all that you will receive and all that you will give. Raise a toast to all of that. Raise a toast to your angels, your ancestors, okay? To yourself. It's time for you to raise a toast. Raise a glass, okay? 20. And celebrate. Celebrate. It's time for some celebrations. And let's see what 20 has to say. 20, Chinamasta. So this is the one that's a little bit more gruesome. So I feel like things are like bitter and sweet. Sweet and bitter. Things can go up and down. This new moon with these new beginnings, like life is what you make it, honestly, as well too. That energy of giving and receiving and stopping things, cutting things off before it can get too bad. So let's see what she has to say. So the message from Chinamasta says, sacred severance is her radical grace. She is our soul's power to shed and survive, to outgrow and evolve. When the soul needs to separate itself from that on which it once relied, be it a view of ourselves or the world, or a group or belief system that cannot support the truths of the heart, she is the capacity, sovereignty, and courage required for self-liberation. Systems of oppression within your mind and your world will be overcome. You will have the power to sever your attachment to the past and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation, healing into a path that is worthy of your heart. So yes, raise a toast and a glass to sacred severance. Raise a toast to you having to cut people off, you having to cut yourself off from certain things. Like sometimes we even have to like tighten up on ourselves, like, like literally take ourselves out of situations. Like, how like some people, it's the energy of taking yourselves out, okay? And for somebody, this is a specific message. Somebody has been going through such a tough time. You feel like you haven't been being celebrated enough. You feel like you haven't been celebrated the way you're supposed to be celebrated. Celebrate yourself. Don't look for that in anybody else. You have to learn how to give to yourself too. Like, give to yourself. We give to so many other people. Give more to yourself. Learn how to give to yourself. Somebody has been going through a time. Somebody feels like they literally want to kill themselves. So for all of you battling with this depression, with this suicidal energy that I'm picking up on heavily, because that's not nowhere around me. So I'm definitely picking up on that from somebody around y'all. Listen, this is for somebody. Cut it off. Cut things off. Okay? Take yourself out of situations. That does not mean go commit suicide. This does not mean go cut your own head off. That's not what this means. Okay, this literally, you have to think about it in a bigger way. Like, she is severing her own head to rid herself from and to get away from everything that no longer serves her. Okay, like before she can hurt people, before she can hurt other people, or before other people can come and hurt her, she just removes herself from the whole situation. Okay, so keep your head on straight. That is a message. Be aware of the things you're saying, you know, cut things off. Don't say nothing. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You know, like when you raise that glass, when you raise that toast, if it's not gonna enlighten yourself and other people, if you're not gonna be speaking highly of others and yourself, just don't say anything at all. You know, that's also a message in itself. So yeah, I feel like you're definitely watching your tongue, watching what you say more, realizing that words do hurt, words do cut deep too. You know, so raise a toast to yourself for even not speaking. Even if you're not speaking to somebody, like raise a toast to that, raise a glass to that. Okay, you don't understand how you cutting back and you just removing yourself entirely can really heal you and heal others, and how much taking back your energy is giving. Like that's giving so much in its own self, in its own way. Okay, if you know, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the overall message. So some side channel messages, I see like a lot of wine glasses, so you could be celebrating by some water, celebrating out. I see like it's like giving this energy of like an outside wine tasting. Wine tasting could be significant, or just drinking wine with friends, a day party. Okay, white tablecloths could be very significant, like floral print white tablecloth could be very significant. Angel artifacts and statues and things like that. Giving offerings, pouring libations is very significant. Flowers, fresh flowers, borage flowers is very significant here, like little blue flowers and things. I see blood could be very significant. Somebody could be bleeding from the mouth or something like that. Hemorrhaging out from the mouth. Okay, that could be very significant. So be very careful, be very aware. You know how when you brush your teeth, you could be cutting too hard and making yourself bleed. That could be very significant too. So be aware about that. And I believe borage helps with bleeding. Borage really helps with bleeding as well. So if you have issues with your blood or things like that, a lot of you could be coming on your menstrual cycle. That could be very significant. But blood being in your mouth, running out your mouth or your neck could be very significant. Okay, I'm picking up on this energy of somebody wringing their neck or something too. So be very mindful, be very aware. Going back to that message of suicide and things like that, please also, you know, like if you need the help, get the help you need. Call somebody. I believe they have a suicide line that you can call, but also know that, you know, you deserve to toast to yourself. You deserve the love and respect. So give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. Pour it into yourself. Okay, and your angels and ancestors are here waiting for you. Okay, they're waiting for you. So crowns, gold earrings and crowns could be very significant. Your third eye, the third eye is glowing really bright right there too. So your third eye is definitely being activated, and it's a lot of blue. Okay, it's a lot of blue and red and whites and golds energies here. Okay, and beheaded could be significant, like something being beheaded, cut off. It's very significant here. Okay, so yeah, that is your message. You could be seeing 666 and 20 could be very significant. Some of your birthdays could be on the 6th, the 26th, or the 20th could be very significant to you. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe. This is your new moon message. Stay safe. Welcome in these new beginnings of toasting to yourself, toasting to all the accomplishments and all the things that you have cut off, and the things, toasting to things that no longer serve you, so that you can welcome in these new beginnings. Toasting to a new beginning in this new moon, to banish things, you know, out with the old, in with the new. That's what you're raising a toast to. And you're raising a toast to how you have cut yourself off from situations and people, places and things that no longer serve you. Okay, so yeah, happy new moon. This is your message. It was longer than I thought, longer than I anticipated it to be, but it was definitely worth it, and beneficial to somebody, and hopefully all of you. So please like, share, subscribe. Once again, thanks for watching. Happy new moon. I'll see you in the next video.